Hello, dear students. Today, our topic is thematization of a text. No text or no writing is without a theme or main idea. It contains a certain information which is being conveyed to the listener or to the readers. And that is why thematization or main idea is very important in a text. There is an earnest need to identify and analyze key themes in any writing or in any text. If we identify and analyze the key themes, we may come to know what is the purpose of that text. And we know very well that the purpose of a text is either to inform us or instruct us or delight us. While finding the theme or main idea of a text, we must understand that any writing or any speech has two meanings: surface meaning and deep meanings. Surface meaning is the superficial meanings, what are being told or what are being said superficially or in a seeming way, meaning that apparently whatever the person is saying through the text or speech is the surface meaning, whereas the deeper meaning are the hidden meaning. They are intended to give the main idea or main notion. Similarly, literary analysis, if we analyze any text in a literary way, we come to know about the figure of speech, about metaphors, similes, and symbols which are being used in that text. We may understand the real theme or main idea of a text. Discourse analysis also helpful in finding any theme or a main idea. Now we will discuss the importance, significance, and identification of thematization or main idea in a text. And the first thing is organization. Organization is related to structuring ideas. The ideas can be structured through different ways. For example, in a chronological sequence. Chronological sequence means that the ideas or the incidents are presented like a story in a historical way. And as a story has a beginning, middle, and end, similarly, all the incidents have a beginning, middle, and end. Then those ideas can also be described through compare and contrast method. We can compare the things and we can also have the contrast of those things. Then cause and effect. Cause and effect is also very important while finding or organizing any text. We may find what are the causes and what are the effects of those writing or main ideas, and then finding the problem and the solution which the writer has described in that. Secondly, identifying recurring words and ideas. You know that whoever the writer is, he uses different words and he repeats those words in his writings. And those words, repeated words particularly, they describe the main idea or the main theme of that writing. So whenever you are reading any text, find out the repeated words, because those repeated words or ideas or the symbols stand for the main idea. Next, through similarities and contrast, we can find the central message through compare and contrast method. We can compare the characters, we can have the contrast, or we may find the opposite aspects of the characters. In this way, we may find the central idea or the main theme. No text is without writers' feelings, emotions, and passions. Basically, all the texts are the embodiments of writers' emotions and feelings. They stand for their emotions. So find out the emotion, tone, and mode of the text. If we find out the emotion and tone and mode of the text, we can find out what is the main idea of the text. There is a very simple technique of finding the main idea, that is to group the similar ideas. For example, the writer wants to talk about his anger. We can find out the passions, the feelings which are related to his anger. Then there are the feelings which are related to his love, then there are the feelings which are related to his passion for work. So by grouping similar ideas, we can find out the real aim or purpose of the text. No writer can go out of his autobiographical elements, such as his culture, tradition, region, religion, and his behavior. All these indicate the autobiographical elements of the writer. So, whenever we are going to analyze a text or we are going to find the theme of the text, we may also find out the background of the writer. In this way, we can have an insight into the culture, tradition, and region of the writer. There are two types of themes. Explicit theme. Explicit is the clear, is the apparent theme, and the implicit theme. Implicit theme is the hidden theme, which is not clear. As there are different themes, similarly, there are different texts which indicate the themes of a text. The first type of text is a literature. In literature, we find out the idea or the main message which the writer wants to convey to us. The second type of text is the research. In research, we have the arguments and discussion. So, if we want to find out the main idea in a research paper, we may find out it from the arguments and discussions which the writer has done. In media and news, we get information and reports through different items of news, through columns, through editorials, and some other items which are presented in the newspapers. Now we will discuss the strategies for thematization. The first strategy is text analysis. We analyze the text through close reading and annotations. Annotations are the notes which the writer uses in the text to explain his ideas. The second strategy is mind mapping. Mind mapping is done through the relationship of themes. Different themes are related or collected to find out the main idea or theme. The third strategy is comparative analysis. Comparative analysis is done through compare and contrast method to similarities and dissimilarities. Then keyword identification. In keyword identification, words of a single theme are found. For example, if we read the novel Million the Floss, in Million the Floss, there are different characters, but the keyword which is used in that novel is the word river. And river is the word which shows the ups and downs of life, and this is the river which at the end becomes a cause of a union of brother and sister. In summarization, we collect the key points and make a summary. And while making a summary, we find out the main idea of the text. All the writers use contextual words such as historical words or the words which show their culture or the social context, or even the words show their emotions. Through contextual interpretation, we can find out the main idea of the writer because each context has a special idea or theme behind it. Thank you for watching this informative video. Subscribe to my channel Learning English 3743. Thank you very much.